Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Mr. Berkey, and I'm super excited for the hard work that we're going to do today. I was really impressed by how many people did so well yesterday on the assignment, and I cannot wait to see how many people really succeed with today for quotation marks. This is going to set you up for success when we write our own stories next week. I'm super excited to start doing that, and I can't wait for us to use all of these skills that we've learned to create something so fun. Now, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to read through our directions. I really want your voices on as I'm reading, and I want you to read them with me. 1. Please watch the video to learn how to use quotation marks. You're already doing that. Great job. 2. Look at quotation marks to understand where quotation marks should go. 3. Oh, Mr. Berkey made a mistake. I need to go in and fix this. I'm going to go in and fix it right now. 3. Click on Google Doc and put the quotation marks and commas where they are missing. I'm going to change this to click on 5/28 writing with quotation marks because that's what we're doing today. 4. Make quotation marks by pressing the shift button and quotation mark button at the same time. At the same time. Tanya and I worked through how to make an @ sign the other day, then when you have to click the shift button and the 2 at the same time, and it took us a while because he wasn't clicking both of them at the same time. When he clicked them both at the same time, he really got it super well. So please remember that you need to click the shift button and the quotation mark button at the same time. I also have this nice quotation mark thing right here. Please read over this. I have gone over this about 3 times. The Taliban said, comma. We put a comma after said. Quotation mark. I love cats. Period. Quotation mark. I love cats. Comma. Quotation mark. The Taliban said. Period. Remember, we put quotation marks around what someone is saying. Around what? Someone is saying. Around what? Someone is saying. We also put a comma before the quotation or before the person said it. It depends which one comes first. When a person says something first, we put a comma after said. When the quotation comes first, we put a comma at the end of the quotation. You see how there's no period here? It's a comma. We use a comma here, and then we put a period at the end after said. This is going to be really important as we go ahead and go into our Google Doc. I'm super excited for us to go ahead and learn how to do this. I'm clicking on the Google Doc, and it's time for us to start. I made sure that all of our quotations were said by you guys today. Now, I have some pictures over here. You don't need to click on the pictures at all. The only thing you need to do is read the directions. So let's read them together. Ready, set, go. Put quotation marks. Make your bunny ears. Say quotation marks one more time. Ready, set, go. Quotation marks. Let's start again from the beginning. Ready, go. Put quotation marks where they are missing. To make a quotation mark, press Shift and the quotation mark button at the same time. I'm going to show you a picture of what that looks like. The Shift button is right here. The quotation mark button is right here on your keyboard. You need to click both at the same time. Both at the same time. I know I've said that a lot and it's kind of annoying, but you have to do it. You put quotation marks around what someone is saying. Here's our example. I want to go home, said Jennifer. We put the quotation marks around what Jennifer is saying. See how the quotation mark comes after the comma? Just like in all of the examples that Mr. Berkey has shown you the past 2 days. Let's read this first one, and I want you to think about where the quotation marks go. We'll do 2 examples of this kind, and then 2 examples of the next kind. I just need to check and make sure that we have time. We do. Number 1, read it with me. I like reading about Ella the engineer, said Emmanuel. Where do my quotation marks go around this? What is Emmanuel saying? Remember, we need it at the beginning and at the end. I'm giving you 5 seconds to think. Where do the quotation marks go? We need it at the beginning of what Emmanuel is saying, and this is the beginning. So I'm going to click the shift button and the quotation mark button at the same time. And then I need it at the end, after the comma, right here. We're going to go ahead and do number 2 together as well. I'm going to make the screen a little bit bigger so that you can see. Number 2, read it with me. Odin said chicken pizza is yummy. Where do I need to put my comma, my quotation marks? Do I put it here, thumbs up, or thumbs down? Why is this incorrect? Did Odin say said? No way, no way. He did not say that. So we only put quotation marks around what Odin said. Remember, click the shift button and the quotation mark button at the same time. Odin said chicken pizza is yummy. Notice how the quotation mark comes after the punctuation mark. It comes after the punctuation mark, just like it comes after the comma. Here, it needs to go after the comma as well. Quotation marks always go after the commas and after our punctuation marks. I'm going to do number 5 with you as well, just because this one's tricky. Read it with me. Ready, set, go. Can we go back to school? Asked Alondra. What did Alondra ask? She asked, can we go back to school? So we need to put our quotation marks around this. Are there any commas here? No, there are no commas. When we ask a question, we do not put commas. When we say things out loud, we delete the periods just like we did here, and we put commas in. I'm going to go over that a little bit more on this lower part. Please go ahead and read the directions with me. Ready, set, go. Put commas, this is a comma, and periods, this is a period, where they are missing. Press the period or comma button to make them. I'm going to go ahead and go over where the period and comma button are. The period button is here. I'm going to draw it. The comma button is here. This is some advanced stuff. Are you ready? Let's read through the example. I want pizza for dinner, said Mr. Berkey. I put a comma at the end of my quotation and before said, and then a period after, at the end of the sentence. We always need to put a period at the end of a sentence. We put a comma either before the quotation or before the person saying it. It depends where said is. If said is at the beginning of the sentence, we put our comma after said. If said is at the end of the sentence, like it is here, said Mr. Berkey, then we put a period at the end. We always put a period at the end of the sentence if that helps. Let's read number 6 and try and figure out where the comma goes. Ready, set, read. I love my baby brother, said Alex G. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think about where our comma and where our period need to go. Ready, set, go. Nice. Let's think. What goes at the end of every single sentence? A period, a period. Again, a period is right here in red. What needs to go at the end of our quotation before said? A comma, a comma. And the way we make a comma is by clicking on blue right here. Now, let's try and do 7. It's worded a little bit differently, and it's another example of how to do this. Cameron said, I want to be the be great scholar again. I want to be great scholar again. So sorry. What needs to go at the end of every sentence? A period. Does a period go here? No, no way, no way. Backspace, a period always goes inside